Americans' spending habits shifted during the pandemic, with more of us buying items online. But one appliance store still sees a need for customers who want to come in, check it out, touch it, and buy it. Joining us now is John Riddle, the CEO of Howard's Appliance in Long Beach, California. Wonderful to have you with us. And how are you doing coming out of the pandemic?
Really well. I think the industry, Angie, has recovered well from an availability. We did face headwinds from inflationary stuff that was happening with component prices and imports, et cetera. But the business has progressed well. And we really, in our experience centers that we've developed at Howard's, have had tremendous success throughout the pandemic with people being able to test and look at designs and interact with appliances in our showrooms.
How are you addressing inflation and supply chain logistics issues along with tariffs?
I think during the pandemic, it was more being entrepreneurial about what you would buy. So, we would look for categories specifically to be able to make sure that we had inventory. May not have always been first choice for the consumer or for Howard's. But we were able to stay in inventory. And I think coming out of the pandemic now, we're seeing availability returning to about 95% of where we were pre-pandemic in 2019.
What retailers would you say are your biggest competitors? I would think Best Buy would be one of them.
Certainly Best Buy and Home Improvement, Home Depot and Lowe's would be our primary competitors. And our differential really is what I spoke to, and that is offering a facility that has hundreds and hundreds of appliances. This Long Beach Experience Center is 22,000 square feet of live appliances that people can test. Consumers can form a QR code so that they're online with us to make sure that we have a record next time they come of what they're shopping for and so forth. And we think that appliances, Angie, are not something that most consumers want to really buy online from just an e-commerce experience. We think that research mechanism is important, but we think that a lot of people at our competitors buy via e-commerce because they have such a crappy process and so full of friction and complexity in those retailers.
What exactly do you mean when you say that word?
Yeah, the experience is one that I grew up in the industry, and the experience is one that has gotten tougher, I think, for the consumer. Tougher in that you have less products on display. You have nothing live or hooked up. You have associates in the store that are not highly trained on product, new technology. No ability to be able, Angie, to demonstrate things like smart, connected appliances that can help you prepare healthier meals, cut down on the time that you spend on chores, and also certainly the design elements of the beauty of things like you see behind me.
You're really going old school with your retail business plan. And what are your plans to expand?
Right now, we're expanding this year into the San Diego market. Howard's is a 76-year-old Los Angeles-based company, but we are doing research right now on other markets in the Western U.S. So we're looking at markets like Arizona, Nevada, Oregon, Washington, and maybe even into the Midwest. So we're seeing so much success, Angie, on the fact that people like a frictionless experience of being able to buy major consumer durables for their home, that we want to try to expand this, and we think it'll work in any market.
We wish you the best of success. Thanks for coming on our show.
Thank you very much, Angie. Nice meeting you.
Go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.